Gavin, I think this is the first time we've had to speak to you since the move, obviously, in the summer. How has it gone for you so far with Southampton in the Premier League?
Yeah, it's been really good. It's been a bit busy couple of months, but I've enjoyed it. You know, getting into playing Premier League football and adapting to the speed and the level of the players. It's been really enjoyable. It's been hard work, but you know, it's a long road ahead, and I can't wait to continue it.
And how has the step up been?
I think the fact that I had been exposed to international level really helped with the step up. I wasn't going straight from League One, not being exposed to that level. I'd faced top quality opposition at international level, which definitely really helped me.
In terms of international level that you mentioned there, and moving to a Premier League club, how big do you think that is for you and for your future with Ireland?
I think it's the same as it was before. I think if you're playing, you know, obviously with the Premier League it's a different level, but as soon as you're on the pitch you get to express yourself and show your level. So all I'm doing is at a different stage.
And how do you see the battle for places in terms of being Ireland's number one? Obviously you've got Mark Travers and Queen and Keller. How do you see that situation?
I think we've got, you know, myself and then two really strong goalkeepers who are really talented, and you know, all I can focus on is my own performances. All I can do is go out there and perform as well as I can every week, and show the manager what I can do. But I can imagine he's going to have a headache because we've got really good goalkeepers.
And if you are playing on Thursday, one player you won't be facing is Erling Haaland.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously a brilliant player, but I'm sure it will still be a tough match. They've got a lot of other good players, and all we can do is go out there and put on our best performance against whoever's against us.
Damien Spellman, please.
Gavin, it's been a tough few weeks for Southampton as a team. You've conceded goals. You're still a very young goalkeeper. How do you deal with that mentally?
Yeah, it's a challenge, but it's a challenge that I'm looking to face head on. You know, on the inside we've been trying to address how we can be a lot stronger and more compact as a team and concede less goals. It's the whole team's effort, so we've just got to keep working hard on that.
And just on Thursday, given what you did against Cristiano Ronaldo, are you disappointed that you're not coming up against Erling Haaland?
Yeah, I mean, as a player, I want to face the best quality opposition I can week in, week out. But like I said before, they've got many other quality players that they'll have at their disposal on Thursday.
Gavin Kinney, please.
Yeah, hi Gavin. I'm sure the last few months have been a bit of a whirlwind, but if you have had time to think, in what ways have you improved by playing, you know, pretty much twice a week in the best league in Ireland?
I think there's been many different ways coping to the speed of the games, but also the pressure and, you know, the crowds and, you know, I suppose the scrutiny that comes at Premier League level. But I'm just taking it in my stride and I'm enjoying every moment of it.
Any particularly difficult crowd stands out?
None in particular. No, they're all quite tough. You know, there's every team's got a strong support.
Yeah, I think this all going well. This will be the first match that you and Queeving have been available for all year, I think. Do you feel first choice, like when you coming into camp, because you play more regularly, do you feel like you're defending the jersey rather than attacking it? So that's not good for you.
No, I don't really feel that way. I'm just coming in here and, you know, no matter what I've done previously in club football, I'm coming in and I'm just looking to train as hard as I can coming in here, and I've done all the work I can do up to now, and it's the manager's choice whatever he decides to do. And if I'm going to be playing, I'm just going to go out there and, you know, perform like I normally do. I don't try to think too much about the politics or what the manager's thinking.
Ashley, please.
Yeah, and just on that, Gavin, on the competition for places, you do a lot of your training with the other goalkeepers. Is it a friendly rivalry between you?
Yeah, we've got a really good group between myself, Mark, Queeving and Dean. We've got a really good and strong goalkeeping group. We've been working together for a number of years now, and anyone who watches the sessions will see that whoever's playing, the other two will support, and, you know, we all have each other's backs, and we really enjoy training together.
And recently you were there to see Shamrock Rovers lift their 20th league title.
Yeah, that was a special moment for the club. I tune in for every game that I can, and I enjoy still being a part of it and speaking to the players and coaches.
And just with this Ireland squad at the moment, obviously it's not been, I suppose, the most successful as you would have liked. how do you block out that noise and look on to the future to hope to kick things off?
I think just as you do with everything in the sport, you've just got to concentrate on yourself. You've got to be selfish and think of, just you and your teammates and the group you've got on the inside, and you've just got to block out the noise, as you said, from the outside and concentrate on the task at hand.
Thanks.
Again.
What would be a good week for you in Ireland?
2 wins, that's a good week. It's as simple as that.
Is that like, I know you haven't played all year with the team, but results have been a bit up and down. Is it time that starts stringing those results together with March in mind?
Yeah, I think so. I think this is a very important window for us to build momentum heading into March. So I don't see why we can't go out here and get 2 wins.
Mark, please.
Hey Gavin, what was your initial reaction when you saw the draw for the Euros?
Excitement. Yeah, it really was. Like I said, I want to play against the best in the world. I want to challenge myself against the best. So to see the top quality nations that came out in the draw was exciting for me.
And confidence too?
Confidence is, I suppose for me, it's the confidence of the anticipation of facing these players and knowing that if these guys are the best in the world, that these are the best people to compare yourself against. I think if it had been an easier draw, sometimes that can add even more pressure. And to be up against the best, I suppose, is where we all want to be.
Do you take confidence from the performances against the likes of the Portugals and Serbians?
Yeah, in those games we performed really, really well, and we showed in those games how good we can be as a team. So I think it's time that we string more performances like that together.
Gentlemen, the back.
Thank you. Just it's been 4 years now since you kind of moved over to City. Have you reflected on that 4-year block? And would you say you're ahead of schedule or scratch where you might like to have been 4 years on?
I suppose I wouldn't have set myself much of a strict schedule in terms of what I would have been looking to do, but I'm really proud of the progress I've made over the last 4 years since moving over to the UK, and all I can do is continue to set my targets as high as possible and be as ambitious as I can and try and reach them.
And just off the field, was there any kind of major lifestyle readjustments you had to make moving to Southampton and away from the football? Was there any adjustments there that were difficult?
No, not recently. I think the biggest adjustment was moving over from Shamrock Rovers to Manchester City at first, and since then it's been a lot easier.
Ed Fitzmaurice, please.
Again, just come back to the draw for the Euros. I know presumably you'll be watching over the next month, but will you have a particular eye on France and Holland?
Yeah, I mean, now that we know that we've been drawn in the same group as them, it would be important to have a look at them and see the way they play and really analyse their players. But they're all top quality players. You watch them week in, week out at the levels they're at anyway.
And just two on the other goalkeepers. I know you've spoken about it already, but when you see Queeving doing what he did in the League Cup game, it's part you think, well, it's great for Queeving, it's great for Ireland, but again, it's more value for Queeving in terms of competing with you.
For me now, when I see Queeving do well like that, it's brilliant because it pushes me on, and I'd like to think the others think the same when I do well. I hope it pushes them on, because as a group, I want both of them, Queeving and Mark, to be playing in the Premier League week in, week out. I want to be coming up against them every few games in the Premier League, because that's what's special about your fellow countrymen. You want to support them and you want them to be playing at the highest level as well.
And just one more for me. Just when you saw what happened to Mark when he got the run of Bournemouth, when he lost his place to Neto and now he got back in. Did you have concerns because City got forward? There concerns you at any stage that there might be a bit of a challenge there? Was Ralph always saying to you that you were as number one, you were going to stay there?
I never really had that concern. I was just focused week on week, taking things day by day, never really worrying too much about your position, because as soon as you do that, you start to play with a lot less confidence. You start to overthink things, and you just got to take it day by day.
Well, Philip and then John, and then we'll finish.
Gavin, a couple of things. I know you're not Gareth Southgate, but if you were, would you brought Shane Ward-Prowse to the World Cup?
Like you said, I'm not Gareth Southgate, so.
Okay, well, Gavin will do no problem at the World Cup.
Yeah, I would have, just because I can see week in, week out, day in, day out how much quality he has, and he was really disappointed not to be in, and I think he deserved to be. Yeah.
I mean, set pieces. There's very few people who can hit a ball like he can from a dead ball.
Yeah, definitely, he's got a real weapon.
Yeah. Okay, well, he's not going to work. Maybe he's not. Nathan Jones, early impressions, please.
Yeah, so like you said, it's only been very early. Only met him first on Thursday. Worked with him then on Friday, leading into the game on Saturday. But he's been really good. You know, spoken to a lot of players one-on-one, and told them about the principles he wants to bring into the team. So I'm looking forward to this break now to see what we're going to work on.
Did you get a chance to talk to Gavin and that?
Yeah, I spoke to him briefly after the game.
Yeah, you're ticking off all these big venues now, aren't you?
Yeah, it's amazing to be able to play in these amazing atmospheres and amazing stadiums. Got a few more that I want to play at, but looking forward to it. I can't wait.
You did face Alan earlier this year, didn't you?
Yeah.
Just a final one for me, and it's a slightly quirky one, sorry, Kevin. But Alan Mann is still going strong at 41. You know, Shay Gibbon, we talked to him last week, he played, he was 40. You know, you're only 20, you've crammed your own matches already. You know, do you see yourself all being well, given a clean bill of health, going and going and going? Is Mann somebody you can say, well, he's still playing at 40, 41, why can't I?
Yeah, and another one is Willie Caballero. He's still training every day, 41. He's involved in every session. He's still flying around. He loves it. And I think the biggest thing is how much passion and how much love you have for the game. That's what will drive you to that level. Obviously, depending on your body as well. But I think I try to look after myself every day. So if my body can withstand it, I can't see why not.
And John.
Just going back to Ireland, Gavin, you got back in the team after injury there in September. How would you assess the 2 games against Scotland and Armenia?
I think they were disappointing for me because I know the levels we can play at from the Serbia and Portugal games that we played, and I think in parts of the game against Scotland we showed that. It just wasn't a rounded performance, and similarly in the Armenia game there was just a 10-15 minute spell where we let ourselves down. But I think going into these next 2 games, if we can have a more rounded performance and stay a bit more consistent, we should come out with 2 good results.
And just finally, at Southampton, you mentioned the Euro draw. You have a couple of French lads. Have they been talking about the draw, or I know they're not in the squad, but are they looking ahead to next year, maybe breaking in?
No, I've not spoken to them about that at all.